You are?
Yeah, oh, I'm on Twitch now. So apparently I
Yeah,
can't use my face cam for both Twitch and Discord at the same time.
Straightforward. Well,
oh,
So you'd have to
Just
tune
like
over
I
to my
thought.
Discord and mute me.
okay. Yeah, it was a scraper.
It worked really well.
Yeah, it was
That's exactly
great.
what we needed.
Yeah, it didn't scratch or do anything bad. You just gotta use it right. Like the metal, like maybe nix it a little bit, but you just gotta
Here,
don't use it at a bad angle.
I'll send this over to you. I'll send
Pull it off.
the Twitch link over to you guys.
Okay. What?
You can also clean Windows, dunk off with those things.
Yeah, I did some of it. It's just like on the inside. None of these
All the
make things.
page.
Yeah, it's all gone.
Okay, so we got our RAC J500BB from Retro Arcade Crafts. Put that upside down. So we got this one right here. And I'm honestly impressed. I figured it was going to be some Chinese jankware or some Chinese like jank box wrapping because it is from China, and I don't let that fool me because China does make some pretty good some pretty good fight sticks, but I was not expecting it to be as quality wrap as it was. You know, let's get a little bit of ambient music going. Oop. God damn it. All right, just a little bit of background music. So we've got also our pink Sanwa buttons for the big buttons, and our light blue buttons for the smaller buttons. So let's actually open her up and take a look at this thing, though. So we're going to be replacing the buttons. We're going to start by opening it up, getting a look at the board. I guess this is a replacement button right here. So already, pretty interesting construction. Let's unwrap it. I'm doing a fucking unboxing video out here. My scuffed unboxing setup. I can literally flick this thing around in my arm one-handed. It is very light. But that's fine. It doesn't have to be heavy. Or the weight is fine. I can sit on my lap fine. Why do you need it to be heavier? Get it all unwrapped here. Got some suction cups if you want to just stick it down on your table or something. So there's our default. Ooh, these are very cool. Like, ugh. Yeah, these default buttons are not. They're okay. They're very clicky. They almost feel keyboardy in a way. I'm just gonna scooch forward. Yeah, they're very clicky. So we're gonna change that. Or literally just like under my table here. I feel like a fucking goblin. This setup's so bootleg. Oh, it changed it. Thought I needed a screwdriver, but we actually need a wrench now. Okay, so I might have to get a wrench. Listen, all I've got is the little face cam up that goes onto your monitor, and I have to hook it onto my desk. This is the best we're gonna get is underneath my desk. John, are you present?
Yeah, I'm here.
So, do we, by any chance, have a wrench that's like really small can get some really tiny ass screws. Because I'm gonna have to
Let
unscrew
me
some
come in
real.
there quick. Hold on. I gotta look.
Yeah, come on over. I'm gonna have to unscrew some really tiny nuts. I thought it was gonna be a screwdriver job, but I thought it was actually gonna be. But these are the nuts here that we're gonna have to get.
Holy shit, those are small.
Yeah, they're really tiny.
Well, let's go down into the basement
All right.
and look.
Bear with us.
The only thing we can do. But the thing is, like,
Okay, so we had to get a very
okay, we found the tool.
yeah, we had to get a very specific socket wrench. Anyways, back to it. So you got these really, really fucking tiny hex nuts. So I'm going to be sure not to lose that. You just got to loosen them up a little bit, and they come right off. You can just slide them off with your thumb. There's another one. And one more. I just have them sit down on my desk up here right now. Yeah, you just gotta, they're just under a very little tension. So screwing them back on, I might be able to just do by hand. Huh? There you go. It just comes right off at the screw holes. You gotta be careful because it's all wired up in there. But that's good. Because now comes the fun part, which is changing the buttons out. So you want to unsocket this, and that's what I originally had the pliers for. I brought pliers with me. I've had pliers and a screwdriver, but these buttons are actually just coming right out of the sockets. So you got 2 wires per button, red and black. So we're just going to do them 2 at a time, because that's safest and most likely to prevent mix-ups. We don't want to get them confused for each other, because that would be very unhelpful. So the way a Sanwa button works is there's these little pincher tabs that you pinch down, and this is actually might also be helpful with the screwdriver, is you pinch the tab down, you push it through the top of the pad, like so. I'm gonna just set that there. Now we get one of our nice, beautiful blue Sanwa buttons, and we put it back through the top, like this. Boom. And in it is. And now we just rehook the connector pins like so. And there you go. Now we just got to do this 11 more times. Some of these connector pins on these old buttons are bent. No big deal, just get them swapped out. Okay, just making sure I'm not accidentally doing any of this off screen. It's all still on camera. Beautiful. Here we go. Popping in another one. Through the top. Got that beautiful little Sanwa logo there. Sorry, my fucking stupid ass head just got in the way of the camera. Tabs are showing through just fine. Just making sure the connector tabs are in properly. This thing folds actually pretty conveniently. Like, it folds over so the wires are under just the right amount of tension because of this band, that I'm not too concerned about them. That I'm not super concerned about them like breaking or snapping. I don't know. It's honestly just a tiny little chip. It's just a PC controller API. ARC controller is what it's labeled as. It's a very tiny chip. It's not a full board. You'd actually probably want to install a full board in here. I'm fine with just the chip for now. But I might go back in later and do a full board. But that's for another time. Again, very careful. The one thing you do have to be careful of is when you're unhooking and rehooking the pins, because you don't want to accidentally crimp the pins on the button or the actual connectors. They can take a lot of abuse, but they're also very bendy. Yeah, if you want to put in a full board in here, there's tons of room. I mean, the box itself is $60, so like it's as far as fight pads go, that's pretty inexpensive for a starter. Tons of room to customize around in there once you get one. So if you add a board, it'll get decently heavier too. So that might also solve the weight problem that you're saying. Press that connector there. I probably should have started with these lower buttons because now I've made it harder for myself getting these other two red buttons out. Oh well. There. Let's get this other one out before I reconnect the pins. And the other thing too is they can get snagged on each other sometimes in the weirdest of ways. So sometimes you really just have to sit there wiggling a connector socket for like a good solid minute or so before it finally comes loose because they just will snag on the pin in the weirdest ways sometimes. Yeah, but for now I'm perfectly okay with the chip. Well, I can't say that yet. I got to see how the chip actually performs when we test this thing, but I have no reason to think that it won't at least live up to expectations. But definitely, if you want to add some extra weight, just throw a full size board in there. But this thing, it comes very customizable and Sanwa compatible, so already looking pretty good in my book. Ultimately, we really know till we test this and get a feel for it. Hopefully, our background music is doing okay. I don't want it to get too grating. I can always change it if it's not suiting anybody. Pop right in. Cool. Connector. What connector? Okay. And that does it for the small buttons. All right. We're not going to replace these two top buttons. These two top buttons are your start and your select. and I don't really feel a very strong need to replace them. What kind of buttons are these? Baolian, some fucking Chinese jank stuff. Yeah, that's why I didn't bother replacing these top two buttons because they just don't get pressed often enough. They're not gameplay buttons. Like I'm only replacing the gameplay buttons. Besides, just little black buttons are just good enough for start and select. So, let's start with the bottom row since that's going to be the bigger pain in the ass. We're going to do these two at a time. Same as last time. There we go. That one's out. Nice thing though is these janky Chinese Baolian buttons pop out pretty easily, so pretty easy. Just I fully intended to be removed. I'm very glad they bound the wires together. It makes them much less likely to rip. Like these aren't bad buttons. I have to stress that. Like here. I'm not sure how well you can hear that in the mic. It's not a bad button. It's got a good like tactile punch to the click. But the thing about Sanwa buttons is that I'm a very aggressive button pusher, and Sanwa gets more tactile and more responsive the harder you push it. Like if we actually get like a legit, let's get our pink Sanwa button out here. So we got our little Sanwa button here. If you just push it, it's just a little mushy, right? But you give it a really good tap, and it's very punchy. Like it's very mechanical feeling, these Baolian buttons, but with the Sanwa buttons, it's a different feel. All right, we're gonna hold off on putting that one in just yet. Let's get this other pin disconnected here. This is the most annoying one. Bottom row, second bottom row. Let's get this one pressed out. Let's try to get that top tab pressed first. Top side out. Jeez, this one's really stuck in. Gotta actually be able to see the fucking thing. There we go. Buttoned out. Now, for the pink buttons. Get that one in. Get this one in. Second verse, same as the first. Get our red connector pinned in, followed by our black connector. Gotta make sure not to get them too tangled up in here. Again. Fully seated. Now there's this one. There we go. Now they're both fully seated. Yeah, there's like a weird, like, the way the plastic shelving for the tabs are cut in. Hey, Sloan. The way the plastic tabs, let me see if I can get it a little closer. It's kind of hard to see because the lamp is down here and the lighting's not quite right. But basically, the way the shelving here, there's like little plastic shelves that are cut into the bottom of the board for the tabs. on the Sanwa buttons to click into. If I can, I'll just show the tabs on the Sanwa button. So here's the tabs, and they depress when they're going in, and then when they're fully socketed, they spring back out. There's little plastic shelves cut into the box here for them to for the tabs to socket into. They're cut at weird angles, and I guess that's to make them very narrow and linear. No, this will be fine. The socket length is the same. Look, I can even show you right now. See, closes just fine. And I get it through the screw holes. Sandwiches close just fine. So, back to it. All right, let's change the music here real quick before continuing. That's where I left off. Oh, okay. I had it flipped this way. There we go. I was like, what the hell? Nothing says crafting like the MGR Center. You tempt me, but I'd say classic Final Fantasy Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross stuff just works better for what we're doing here. Big ups to anybody who can correctly identify the song name, by the way. Yep, this is from Chrono Trigger. But since you've never played it... Oh, let's turn it up a little then. So the connector out? Okay. It's not too loud, is it?
What's not too loud?
Oh, I got some music going for the stream. Okay, perfect.
No, that's good.
Alright. And socket that in. And once again, socket that one in. Twist it in so the tabs are aligned. Yep. Once again.
Also, this week, Callisto Protocol comes out, and I'll be streaming it on his channel.
Yep, John will be streaming Callisto Protocol on my channel, so keep an eye out for that. one. Come on, lad, out you come. And there's the black one. Red wire is out. Okay.
Friday the 2nd.
Press this out.
I just watched some leaked guy's gameplay from his PS5 and it looks pretty solid. Yeah. I mean, so far this leaked gameplay, the combat's looking like very like visceral and nasty. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, hoping it's good. Oof, this one's a little dug in. You gotta really get at it with the screwdriver. There we go. There's one side pushed out.
With any luck, though, it will slap.
There we go.
And then in the winter, the Dead Space remake comes out. Yeah, I hope it does well too, man. I really hope I really hope this is a revitalization for the series, and we finally get like either a proper 3 or a 4. They should honestly just undo 3 and just make 3 again. That'd be pretty cool, I think.
Wouldn't that be something if they retcon 3?
Yeah, they should just retcon it.
Literally starts and Isaac's like, who the fuck is Carver?
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, if we just got rid of 3 and just remade it, definitely. I think everyone would be happy if they went back to like the original design of the game.
Take care, Shaper. Bye-bye.
Before business meddling came into place.
And
then RE4, and then the RE4 remake comes out as well. It's sort of like a over-the-shoulder shooter horror renaissance right now, maybe.
Yeah, honestly.
So far from the Dead Space remake gameplay I've seen, they've sort of nailed Dead Space 1 pretty well, but we'll see.
Always plenty of room for EA to fuck up somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's some dog shit developer to fuck up.
Dude, this button's giving me some real trouble. Let's try pushing the bottom out first. Yeah, there's just this bottom tab is really in there.
I think the main problem with Carver on the original Dead Space, I'm saying original, just in Dead Space 3, is if you play it by yourself, he exists in like occasional cutscenes where he acts like he's been there with you the whole time. It's really funny.
It's just really weird and out of place. Remember, never assume something can be good when it can be bad. Alright, we're gonna move on to Secret of the Forest. Ah, damn it, I gave the song away. I've been trying to get people to guess, but I guess nobody's a fucking RPG. I don't think any of you are quite the RPG boomer the way I am. I've been trying to... Well, yeah, Toby Fox has talked a lot about Secret of the Forest. I've been trying to get John to play some of my boomer RPGs, because he's gotten me to play a lot of modern ones. Like Tales of Berseria, which is very good.
Yeah. Tales of Berseria is awesome.
But yeah, I'm gonna convince John to play FF6, Chrono Trigger, and Undertale. Undertale being the shortest of those experiences. Chrono Trigger is also on the shorter side, and FF6 is the longest out of all those. But still not as long as like a big 100-hour shebang. None of them are as long as Xenoblade or YS. Oh, you binged. Oh, Flop, you binged out on listening to Secret of the Forest. I mean, it's so good, though, isn't it? Alright, home stretch. Just 2 more buttons.
Seems to be running good in the PS5 performance, not looking good in some areas. This guy's just got the game early.
Right, there we go. Top side out.
Oh, I like this comment. Beautiful girls here. Okay. I better click.
Well, beautiful girls here. Holy
Dude.
shit.
If I click the link, you think I'll find beautiful girls?
Bub and Vagin.
Oh, a beautiful girl, eh?
Go, Bub.
I'm more of a Gene than a Baba guy.
There we go. Last button's out. There we go. Buttons are in. Flop, have you ever played any of the old Zeldas? Or even some of the more contemporary ones? Not Breath of the Wild. Everybody says fucking Breath of the Wild. Don't even talk to me about Breath of the Wild. I'm talking like Ocarina, Twilight Princess, Link to the Past, Link's Awakening. I have to fucking talk to somebody one more time about how good Breath of the Wild is. I get it. It's a modern masterpiece. So, your answer is no, you haven't played any really of the big retro Zeldas. Okay, you have played OOT and MM. Good.
Wow, British Army surplus is actually really cheap. What the fuck?
So it's funny, the 3D remixes actually changed some really interesting stuff. I actually, as far as Majora's Mask goes, the OOT 3D is really good, but as far as Majora's Mask, I actually prefer the N64 version, because the 3DS version of Majora's Mask changes a lot of the way the physics works. So I actually run shelled wads of... So my optimal way to play is I run legally acquired shelled wads of the Virtual Console version of the N64 ports through a Dolphin Wii emulator. So I'm running an N64 game in a wad for the Wii. But ironically, that is one of the best ways to play that game. And it's got full mod support on Dolphin and everything. You want to talk to me about emulation? I'll talk to you all fucking day about emulation. If you get me started, I'll just start going. The box fully closes. Wire. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to lay this one wire out. I'm supposed to put it further back in the box? That doesn't make sense, though. And I'm supposed to lay it down like this. Get this last screw and get it through. It keeps going back to repeat when I have it set to repeat 1. Kind of annoying. Definitely a little tight for space in here now with the Sanwa buttons, but it'll still go. There we go. Now we just need to tighten the nuts back down. Oh no, suction cups, don't work against me now. Okay, let's just get one in on. We're tightening it down just with our thumb here. And we can tighten it down a little further with the wrench in a minute. So Flop, this is another famous one from Chrono Trigger. Alright. Nut. Done. It's battened down nice and tight. Okay, and then lastly, we're going to get our hex wrench. We're going to get it set for righty-tighty. We're just going to give them a nice quick little tighten down just to make sure they're all the way on. Repressurize the chamber as it is. Just feel a little bit of tension there just to make sure they don't come loose. And make sure that it's completely sealing the pad. Alright, you haven't been able to see. I've been slowly scooching away from the camera more and more. Sorry about that. Cable's a little awkward. sure exactly how this thing wants to fit in here.
See.
Yeah, the thing seems tempted to slide out. Yeah, we're gonna pop this back open actually real quick, and we're just gonna do a little bit of jury rigging with that wire so it doesn't seem quite as tempted to slide out. Honestly, not too bad getting this thing open once you get the right tools for it. I was worried this thing was going to be a real nightmare, but as long as you got a good hex wrench, you can just get these right off. These little hex nuts. No stripping, no, like, damage. Just come right off. Okay. Let's back open real quick. Okay, everything seats well enough. No problem with the seating. It's just a matter of this cord getting kind of wonky with how it wants to sit. So we're just gonna push it back in there, and it's just there. It shall stay. Because how it's supposed to rest is it's supposed to rest up here, but it, for whatever reason, just does not want to sit well in here. There's like nothing clamping it down, so it can just slide back and forth. So I'm just gonna put it back in here past this rubber stopper. Yeah, because I can't. I can maybe try to pinch the rubber stopper in here, but it doesn't seem like that's really going to work. Seems like there's too much, there's too much extra space. And yeah, here it's just not going to work anymore. I don't know what happened with this thing that it just decided to come out, start sliding around. Or maybe it was always at risk of that. And that was just something I need to curtail now before it gets any worse. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing to like pinch it in there. So we're just gonna push it back in here. Proper this time. Come on. What is your problem? Am I just like missing the screw hole or something? Making me look like a fucking idiot. There we go. So fun fact though, Flop, about the N64 Zelda's GameCube port. It is the least mod compatible version. Pretty much like most Z64 modders will tell you, like, don't use that version. That is the version that will give you the most trouble. Well, I can't do that because then this rubber stopper is going to get fucking stuck. I just have to do it like this. Okay, so that was reopening it was pointless. I'm being fucking stubborn.
Alright. Let's see, what else do we have here?
Let's go back to Quarters of Time. I love that one. Might just electrical tape this thing down or something. That's a good enough solution, I'd say. Sits. Alright, we want to get this back to tightener. Get our wrench back over to tightener. Oh my god, stuff coming out. This is what I get for trying to reopen the thing. I should have just let sleeping dogs lie. Just gonna start by just screwing things back on a little. It's like a little square notch that the screws have to fit into for it to tighten down fully. Hey John, you present?
Yeah, I'm here.
Ask a quick favor?
What's up?
Can you just bring over some electrical tape?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I have some here in me. Let me see.
I had some laying around too. It might be down in the basement somewhere.
Hey, look.
Oh, it's right there. It's still on the case. Thank goodness. Worried I lost a nut there for a second.
I found some in my room. 1 second.
Perfect. Alright. And now tighten. Very tight. Okay, that one. This one. Tighten this guy. And here's John.
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
And it's red.
Red electrical tape. Hell yeah. Nice and tighten down. Okay, so let's just push this as far in as it'll go. This little stray wire of ours. And we got our electrical tape. Don't need a whole lot. It's about that much. We need a piece that's a little longer. There we go. Rip off a little piece there. I just need to be able to batten it down here so it doesn't. Our little friend here doesn't decide to slip and slide out of its socket. A little jury rigged, little bootleg, but you know what? All the best things are. All the best things have that little personal touch to them. But we just need that little bit of sticky tape tension to keep it from sliding around. So that way it's not pulling on any wires. Well, there you have it. We're gonna play with this thing here in a second. So we're gonna throw up the BRB, and when we are all packed up here on the technical side, we are gonna do a little bit of a fighting game practice.
Some of the bosses are annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me turn on game capture.
Bitch, you thought.
So,
I
interesting.
love Beast style too for Kiryu. I love Beast.
So, John, interesting thing about the fight, the stick, or not the stick, the pad. It actually counts itself. The buttons actually count themselves as the XY axis of a controller. So I can't actually menu through Tekken 7 with. I have to menu on the keyboard. But I got the buttons all mapped out correctly now.
We were just discussing how some of the reward incentives for optional objectives in Dark Tide is really shitty.
Yeah.
Like how, like here, if you do Endless Horde, you should get a roll at like an Emperor's Gift at blue or higher, a guaranteed roll of an item at that level to make it worth your effort. Because in Vermintide 2, whenever you went out of your comfort zone and you played the optional objectives and you went the extra mile, you got a better chance at loot.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7.
Oh.
Instead, it's just playing several rounds until the store resets and you maybe get something better.
Man, it's so annoying menuing with the fucking...
Even though we're not playing right now, I log in still every hour to see if I can make some forward progress on my power level. That is a unfun system. I'm literally playing an MMO right now, kind of.
Oh, I accidentally
Yeah,
deleted the fucking
quite literally.
face cam. God damn it.
I'm logging in and I'm not playing and I'm sitting in the loading screen, but like, goddamn, if there's like a purple weapon on the shop, I kind of sort of need that.
Well, not quite as badly anymore, it seems. Thankfully. Face cam just went off in a random direction. Cool.
Definitely looking forward to
Treasure battle.
Dark Tide's launch.
Welcome to the King of
Oh,
Iron
let me
Fist
stream this on Discord.
Hopefully they add the Mountain Dew skin in Dark Tide like they did in Call of Duty. The Mountain Dew operator.
Okay.
Lydia Sobieska.
So weird that they added fucking Negan to Tekken. It's so weird.
It is so fucking weird.
Is that finally over with, or is that shit still
Yeah, it's
going
over.
on?
It ended last night. Or the other night.
Fight.
Now there's like, what, 6 side series happening at once?
KO.
Wow, this shit feels really good.
Round 2. Fight. KO. You win.
So, here it is, by the way. So, the reason it took me so long to get back here is because I had 44 minutes worth of technical difficulties with how the buttons in this thing were laid out. Apparently, they were socketed all wrong, so I had to resocket them to the way I like them. But it's good now. Oh, so John, I found out why the X button was so mushy. It's because the prongs were actually, like, down, we're touching other stuff, so it was basically, like, stuff was basically blocking the way the button presses.
Yeah, these are how The Walking Dead ended The Walking Dead, so they could literally make 4 side series for the characters from the main series.
Love that.
This is some power. This is a fucking power play. Of course, there's one to keep Norman Reedus on payroll, so he can.
Oh yeah.
AMC can keep it forever in their storage. This is just an excuse to make 4 side series of the main characters doing their own thing. Holy shit! Who is still watching this? I can't understand. I don't understand.
You win.
I got to like season 3 and that was it. God damn, it got boring after that.
There's definitely Sanwa buttons, though. They feel good. We're just doing little treasure battles against bots right now just to get a feel for the thing. We're starting kind of small.
Round 1. Fight.
All this drama over a small piece of concrete.
KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. You win.
Dziękuję.
Just unlocking some character drip right now in the game as well. Always useful, always valuable to have. Oh god, it's Noctis from Final Fantasy 15.
Fight.
I'm just practicing my Korean backdash right now. I forget what my triangle kick is. That's what it was. He did the classic strategy of urgently pressing your rage drive.
Great. Round 2.
The emergency rage drive.
Perfect. Final round. Fight. KO.
That is honestly so such a fucking overpowered strategy with Lydia. Is just a fucking, if you don't know what else to do, just mash 2. Just fucking mash 2. It is honestly one of the most insane frame traps in the game. I have legit just gotten people fucking stuck by just mashing 2. Ooh, faster speed.
Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight. You win.
Dziękuję.
It feels really good though. I'm honestly surprised for such a cheap little like $60 Chinese weird box. It feels great.
Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight.
Ooh.
You win.
God, I love Lydia. She's so much fucking fun. I got a shotgun. The ultimate weapon in any fighting game. A fucking gun. Leroy.
Round 1. Fight. KO. Round 2. Fight. KO. You win.
Dziękuję.
Let's do a couple of online matches. equals to -3, connection quality 4 or above. Let's see if we can get some online games.
Welcome to the King of Iron, Lydia Sobieska.
Just practice on from the left side. Get some practice in.
New challenger.
No disconnect rate. Okay, cool. Oh, the connection to the opponent's been lost. Awesome.
Did the guy rage quit?
No, I didn't fight. I didn't even fight him. I had a connection with him.
Challenger.
Yes, fight. Let's see if we can sync up with this guy. There we go.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh boy. I'm about to get smurfed. Oh well, won't know until we try. Oh god, this is gonna be some fucking spaghetti connection, I can already tell. Oh god, this is gonna be some fucking pasta. Alright,
Round one.
let's see how we do against this good Steve player. Woo, good read. Whoa, shit. Okay.
KO.
All right.
Round two. Fight. KO. Round three.
This guy's pretty good.
Fight. You win.
Let's give this guy a rematch if he wants it. This is a fun Steve. He's got some interesting stuff going on.
Get ready.
Oh, he's going back. He's coming back. There we go. I want to be more centered on the face cam.
Round
I love the Mishima Dojo, man.
fight. KO. Round two. Fight. Round 3. Fight.
Oh!
KO.
Ha!
You win.
进不远，
Get ready for the next battle.
It's a little weird. The arms on my chair are kind of getting in the way of me putting this thing in my lap. It's not that bad on the lap though. I don't know what Shaper was talking about. This thing being difficult on the lap. It feels fine on the lap, even though it's kind of light.
Fight.
Ooh, this guy's got combos. Okay, he's got hands. Okay, he's got hands. Ooh, okay, he's got hands. Dude has hands.
2. Fight. KO.
Ooh, wow, okay, I was blocking, but I guess it hit me somehow. Ooh, okay, this guy's really giving me hands now. Okay. We're gonna run it back. This guy's I would like to fight him again. Oh, he took the win and left. God damn it. He took the dubski and ran. I'm sad. Just when it was getting interesting.
New challenger.
I should probably change the game from just chatting to Tekken 7. That would actually be a smart thing to do. This is the same fucking guy. We just ran into the same fucking guy. Whoops. Welcome back, King. After this match, though, we'll probably go to the, we're probably just gonna do a quick arcade ladder in, like, Street Fighter 4 or something.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright guys, I got 2 joints that I can smoke. One's called Apple Fritter and the other one's called Sunny D.
KO.
This dude's just giving it to me now.
Fight.
Oop, I didn't mean to jump there. That was my bad.
Round 3. Fight.
This dude just fucked my ass up. Well, pull out for now.
Hit a later. I hit it later.
Alright, we're gonna do some SF4 with Evil Ryu, which should be interesting because I've always done SF on controller. Let's
What are you
change.
playing with?
My new Hitbox.
Oh,
Although it's not a true hitbox because I'm not using a thumb-based jump button. I'm using WASD layout.
Ultra Street Fighter 4!
Alright, I think we gotta bind the buttons on this thing. For some reason it's not capturing. It's fine. I need to bind the buttons first. Oh, I might have to use some kind of Steam controller emulator for this thing in order to get it to run as an Xbox controller. Let me see here, actually.
damn, Majima's about to pop off.
Oh, I gotta open Steam in big picture mode. I love how controller setup is locked behind big picture. Whatever. Fucking blow my eardrums out, why don't you, Steam? Let's turn off Nintendo layout. No Joy-Cons. Stop being a pain in my ass. Now it just doesn't want to calibrate itself. Fucking hell. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Let's unplug and replug. That is the problem with having generic firmware instead of having it automatically adjusted for once again, Steam v Big Picture blowing my eardrums out. Yeah, it just doesn't want to fucking... Yeah, it's detecting it as an Xbox One controller now, but it's not, and it's causing a problem because now it doesn't want to pick up any of the buttons. I don't know why Steam is doing this. That's fucking weird. No, I know, because I'm just trying to configure it right now. I know the screen is black. There's nothing to show right now. Because it's being a bit of a pain in the ass. Or I should say Steam is giving me trouble. Because it's trying to say this thing is an Xbox One controller, but it's not. And the problem with that is that it's trying to... It's trying to detect inputs on this thing as Xbox inputs, but it's not because it's using like a generic chip. I probably will need to get a board that supports X input and put that in this thing. But that's for another time. Because I just got the thing. It was fun putting it together, but yeah, definitely I'd say the next step for this thing is to put a proper board in there that supports X input. Because as it is, when it comes to you, it's just a little chip, and it's like a generic input chip. So it doesn't translate seamlessly over to being an Xbox sort of stand-in. Yeah, it's just not cooperating now, which is really frustrating because I can't play Street Fighter if I don't get this thing to behave itself. I don't know why it's suddenly calling itself an Xbox controller. It's doing this weird thing where it disconnects and reconnects, which is a problem I've had with Steam, with fucking Steam support before, with how it works with these fucking controllers. Because when I was using my PS4 controller through Steam, it would also do this funny thing where it disconnects and reconnects. And I'm surprised they still haven't fixed that or figured out a workaround for it. Let's try one more time, and if not, we'll just see what else we can play with just this thing being the way it is. Oops, I accidentally opened up Steam VR. That's not what I wanted to open up. I wanted to open up Big Picture. Get out of here, Steam VR.
I love Big Picture. I love that it's loud.
Yeah,
that's my favorite part of it.
Yeah, I love the way it makes me go fucking deaf every time I open it. There we go. Now it's calling it a generic gamepad again. Okay, there we go. Generic gamepad, Hitbox.
The Steam Deck? You guys know the Steam Deck, like the UI for it? You can get that UI on your PC, by the way. You guys didn't know that. Instead of Big Picture mode. It's a little buggy because it's not optimized yet for PC use, but essentially that's going to replace Big Picture mode.
Do you have a Steam Deck?
No. But I was doing some research on them, and I found out you can turn it on in the Steam betas on your PC. I've been heavily considering getting one though.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have.
They look really, really, really cool.
Left trigger, right trigger. Okay, there we go. Buttons are all...
Thought of being able to play a PC game anywhere. Like, just any, like an actual PC
being able to
game
play
is
like a
really
real
cool.
video game somewhere. Like, that's crazy. Like, I can play
A game,
on the
a game that has no fucking, like, cope features to reduce it. Like
Yeah.
the Switch, which is just... Doom on the Switch is just... runs like shit, and it's like, yeah, it's supposed to be like that. It's better.
Meanwhile, I can play fucking Doom Eternal on my Steam Deck. Probably runs great. You can use it like an actual computer too. You can install mods and shit in games. You can use like Nexus mods on Skyrim on your fucking Steam Deck.
Hell yeah, I can play my degenerate Skyrim mods at the office in front of
Yeah,
everyone.
you can play your titty mods at the office. No, you get one of those things that make like your screen or you can't see it unless you're looking directly at it.
Now I can finally jack off to Skyrim at work. This is
Fuck
great.
yeah, dude.
This is great. This is the only.
The future really is here.
The future's here now. So I found some YouTube channel Joseph knows about this. It's this person making music videos in Skyrim with their like degenerate Coomer mods.
Oh boy.
And at various parts in the videos, it results in him beating the shit out or killing a woman in the video with a gun, a weapon, or beating him up. I don't know. I'd love to know. No, it's just any song, and then there's usually cuts to him beating the shit out of or shooting a bunch of women in Skyrim. I thought it was Second Life mod, and then it's because it's literally indistinguishable from Skyrim, and then you realize it's Skyrim because of the animations.
Here we go. Okay, now it worked.
I thought it was Second Life, so that should say a lot.
Yeah, I remember you sent me one, and it was just captioned, "This isn't Second Life." There we go. Okay. I'm glad you like the look of the Tekken gameplay, Sloan. Well, we're not done because we're gonna do this Street Fighter 4 arcade ladder. Well, something's fucky with our buttons. I gotta change some stuff around. It's still acting kind of fucky. Here, let's open Steam Big Picture again. Let's get our eardrums blown out one more time for good time's sake. There we go. Okay. Oh, I see now. I need to enable controller settings, generic gamepad configuration support. There we go. That was what we were missing. Alright, let's try launching it again. Seeing how it goes.
Ultra Street Fighter 4!
Okay, there we go. I think we're There we go. Okay, there. Now it's counting it as an actual A button press. Alright. Medium. Alright. We're gonna stream this. To the boys on Discord. So I know this is incredibly scuffed, but this is the cost of having a generic chipset in the gamepad. Alright, let's see how I do on Street Fighter, a game I've played since I literally started playing fighting games with controller, with the controller stick.
Which of these warriors will illustrate this principle? Are you ready? Fight!
Okay, this is definitely weird. I'm definitely feeling some weirdness here. Ooh. I just gotta get used to it is all. I can definitely see... Okay. I'm figuring how to do stuff with this. The keys definitely are very... You can definitely feel when the keys are working for you. Oh! Okay. I'm just feeling the rhythm that you gotta do for, like, quarter circle and half circle inputs. Right, can't do the dive kick. Not allowed. Oh. There we go. Easy to do those DP inputs on that. It's an interesting way to feel this thing out. Okay, once again, we can't do any jump-ins. Uh-oh. There we go. Losing all my health. Yeah, couldn't do the wake-up DP fast enough. Yeah, here's where I'm really feeling like, oh man, I wish I was using my controller right now. Now hit start. Definitely want to get a board that does actual X input, though. I feel like that'll be a lot faster and more responsive than doing my weird gamepad setup that I'm doing. Zangief is also not very fair as an AI. He never has been in any SF game. This is an interesting experiment, though. It definitely felt a lot better on Tekken. Yeah, that's definitely one that I'm just gonna stick the controller on. Street Fighter experiment failed. Still, it's interesting to feel out which games this does feel good on and which games it doesn't. There you go. Close big picture so my ears don't explode anymore. All right. One more. So I bought a retro arcade craft RAC-BB, I think it was. RAC 500BB or whatever it's called. It looks like this. It's a pretty simple box. It's it mostly when you buy it, it's like $60 and you're mostly just paying for the box. It is Sanwa compatible, but it comes with like a very simplistic chip. So you'll want to get like a proper board in there, which is going to be my next step with this thing eventually, but tonight I'm just testing it to see how it does with the chip. But you'll want to get a board that does Xbox style inputs, because it doesn't do that by default. It just is basically a generic gamepad. Let's feel it out in practice.
Select your character. 教えてやろう。極限の拳を。俺が怖いの。Select the order.
So, Sloan, this is King of Fighters 13. I gotta remember how to do the Hien Shumpukyak. Okay, it's a half circle back. There we go. Ooh, that buffer window is really small in 13. In 15, it's so open from that chopped into like a Kouken, but in this game, it's really tight. Yeah, you can, and I mean, so if you notice actually too, I don't have the jump button layout. Because that didn't really interest me. I didn't like the look of it. So I ended up going with a WASD layout, but with the Sanwa buttons. But yeah, hitboxes were not really a thing 10 years ago. Yeah, I'm impressed you made your own completely from scratch. When I get a little bit more money pulled together, I'm definitely going to put an actual proper board in here, like a proper X input board, so I can use it like as an Xbox style controller. And I'm gonna wire these up as D-pad buttons so I can use them with more games. But like I said, right now this is all just proof of concept. I put the Sanwa buttons in, but it comes with a really generic chip. And like I said, I think that chip really holds it back if you're really looking to get going with it. But it's still pretty inexpensive. All in all, the buttons plus the base box cost me about 100. So the board might cost like another 40 to 50 if you're getting like a decent X input board. So I mean, 150 for a really good custom board, or for a custom box. Not bad, especially if you're making it yourself and making it the way you want to. So. Okay, there we go. You can do double light into heavy Hien Shinpukyak. You gotta be quick about it, though. Ugh, gotta get my fingers used to those half circle inputs. Man, building your own hitbox 10 years ago, that's such a crazy thought. Yeah, it's nice to have the resources now.
So cute to hear you asked him if he's alone. He wants to take him out on a date.
But Kiryu's a nervous little schoolgirl. GeForce 4070 Ti 12 gigs graphics are rumored to cost $1,000 US in China. Oh, wow. Impressive. I do like how the GPU industry doesn't seem to have learned the lesson from the 30 series. I wonder when this forward progress of like graphics and computer technology will just halt for a while. I wonder when the limit is.
We'll mess around a little bit longer in practice and then we'll call it a night. This night already took a little longer than I'd been hoping because of all the technical difficulties we ran into. And unfortunately, that's just the fault of the weird chip in the board, but we got the Sanwa buttons all set up and the wires are already there. It's just a matter of getting a better board and just getting it in there.
Select the order.
Yeah, but Sloan, you'll find all kinds of really cool and interesting fighting games if you look around. I mean, there's like so many interesting ones that you've probably never seen or heard of that have like some kind of crazy cult following. I love King of Fighters 13. Alright. I'm satisfied for now. We'll eventually get the new board in there, and I'll probably stream that too when we get the new board in. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Buck, go back. Go back. But we've got Steam set up to recognize it as a controller now, and we've got the buttons all in and the chipset all and they're all in the right prongs that we want them to be in. Building a new hitbox made out of CNC ALU. Let me look this up. I've never heard of this. CNC ALU. Like what? What? Oh, like you're building it out of like just straight up aluminum. Oh, that's wacky. Yeah, I had no idea what you were saying. It's like speaking in tongues with all these acronyms. That's fucking sick though, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to expanding upon this. It feels great though. I mean, the buttons themselves, they're Sanwa buttons. And I'm shocked at just how well like my brain responded to playing the game and playing all these games in a WASD format. I thought it would take me a little bit more work, a little bit more effort mentally. I will say though, the Mayflash fight stick that I have, yeah, I definitely would say I also got that for like 40, 50 bucks, maybe 60. I can't remember. But right out the gate, that one had an X input compatible chipset on the board, which I think if you're just looking for a stick or just something to put on your lap, Mayflash arcade sticks are a better way to go if you're looking for a cheap option, because the boards in Mayflash sticks are really, really good. These, you gotta put in a little bit more effort for the retro arcade craft stuff. Maybe kind of predictable considering it is from like a small Chinese company. So may have to invest a bit more in this, but a lot of room to grow here. So that's it for tonight. It took a little longer than I'd been hoping, unfortunately, because of the weird technical difficulties we ran into with having to move pins around and running into problems with one of the buttons got kind of stiff because of the way it was inserted into the socket. Just ran into like 45 extra minutes of problems, which was unfortunate, but it's all good now and it's fun. I love it. So next time we'll do more Neon White probably tomorrow. And next time I do more stuff with my hardware, I will stream that too. Take care, man. Yeah, and hopefully I'll get a new board soon. That definitely is a bit of a priority with that. But like I said, room to grow. Have a good night, guys.